This is the Microsoft Excel CAP131 Excel Capstone review, and I tried to cover as many of the things that you needed to know for the capstone that is going to be on Monday. So watch this and practice it on all the assignments that we did in class. You should be able to do everything discussed in this video and a few more things. If you know those formulas real well and the if-then statements and how to format things, especially numbers, you should be good to go.
I'm just going to kind of go through the things that are going to be on the capstone. I have the capstone sitting right here with me, so I can kind of cover the stuff that's going to be on the capstone, the important things that you need to know. And I also kind of want to cover that if-then statement that most of you, I think, probably struggle with. The nested if-then was kind of hard to do. Did you get the S and the nested one figured out, Ashley? You did? Okay. Real quick. So, oh, where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. So that was the, which one was that? It was the 3-2, right? And it was the if? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go right out here and I'm going to do the if-then statement. And I'll kind of explain it too as I go. And I wonder if I can zoom in. I don't know if I can. Oh, I have my keyboard right here and I was going over there. I'm recording this. I want you to get on and do this with me because I'm not going to go over your grade right now with you, Freddie. All right? And that's going to be on the recording. But you should be, I'm giving you a chance right now, Freddie, to review and do well in the Excel spreadsheet that you just said you were scared about. Right? Okay. So what do I have to do a formula? What do I have to type in first? Equals. You should be doing this with me, Freddie, not looking at your grade. I'm telling you the truth. Equals IF, and then I'm going to double click on it. And what's cool, oh, it didn't show up. Oh, there it goes. So when you kind of click in there, it says some stuff. Okay. First it says, and I'm going to write this up here, or I'm not going to write it because you guys are watching the video. If logic test, value if, and then comma, value if true, comma, value if false. So I'm going to do the logic test is if the first for the grade, the first logic test is if B3, so I'm just going to click on, is it B3? Yeah, B3 is greater than, and I'm going to do shift, greater than, and then equal to, greater than or equal to 90. If that is true, I'm going to put a comma. So value if true is the next thing. I wanted to put an A, and if I wanted to put text in, I have to put a quotation mark, A, and then a quotation mark, comma, and then value if false. And I need more than one value, but the value of false, I'm going to put in another if-then statement there, right? Okay. So the value, so I can do more than one value. So I'm going to do another if-then statement right here. So if it's false, I do another if-then statement. Oh, crap. Double click. And then my logic test now is what it's going to be, do you think, Ashley? If B3, I just want to put X. B3 is what? Greater than, equal to 80. Okay. In that case, what's my true? My true is what? It's B, right? So I'm going to put quotation mark B. And there's one of these you have to do on the capstone, okay? And you have to kind of figure it out, but it's going to be real similar to this. And then so if it's true, it's B. And if it's false, what do? I need to figure out, I need to do another if-then statement, okay? And the logic test now is what? B3 greater than or equal to what? Yeah, greater than or equal to 70. What goes in there? C. Okay, I should make a big C. Now, if it's not greater than or equal to 70, what do I put in? That's right. I'm just going to put a comma because now I'm not going to, now if none of those are true, then I'm going to put an F. Okay. Are you with me, Freddie? You can watch the video at home. F. And then I close it. And now this is kind of the tricky part too. I can't just close one of them. So I close the first one. There's one I got to close, two I got to close, three I got to close. So I need 3 closes, right? And if you're going to be a computer programming, this is the kind of thing you do in computer programming, to give the computer instructions. It's way interesting, right? So if I hit enter, 78, what should a 78 be? Did it work? Now, if I copy it down, the next one should be B. So I'm going to copy that if-then statement down. And it did exactly what I wanted to. Okay? And I'm going to do one here too. I'm just going to do I'm going to do one if-then statement in this one, and then you can give it a shot too, Freddie, all right? Because are you with me now? Watch out. Did you open one yet?
I tried open, like I had my other ones open because I was looking for that.
Look, it's another sheet. So this is how you get around sheets, okay? Okay. Yeah.
I got this. Same thing. Is it okay if I started at the bottom of the cup?
Yeah, you can fill however you want.
Okay.
As long as the formula is going to, no matter how you fill it, it'll fill it a different way, right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do an if-then statement here. If, and my test in this one, it's either pass or fail. So if, and I think 70 is pass, right? And I'm going to use the greater than or equal to, but if you just say greater than, you got to use the whole number that's right below 70. You have to use, and that's kind of a math thing. But if you know how to do if B3, oh, I didn't do the formula. Oh, why did that not work? It didn't work because I didn't do something. You know what I forgot? I got to put the equal sign. If you're putting any values or formulas in, you want to put equals. Equals if B3 is greater than equal to, are you with me, Freddie? Greater than equal to 70. I'm going to put, and always use quotation marks around text. I'm going to put pass, and then close the quotation, and then another comma. Okay. If it's not, so the false value then is the next one. If it's not true, I'm going to put fail. And then close it, and then close the quotation, and then hit enter. So that guy passed, and I'm going to just copy it down. I'm going to use the fill handle to copy it down. Okay. Now, some people struggled a little bit with the fill handle and moving this. And I know Jasmine was asking me about it. So you hold the control panel down, the control button down on your keyboard, and then grab the fill handle. And I want to drag it. When I drag it right, it's going to fill those. It's going to add 1, 2, 3 to it. And then I'm going to select it again. And when I fill it down, it's going to add positive 1, 2, 3. So positive is right and down in an Excel spreadsheet. Negative is left. So those will go -1, -2, -3. And negative is up in an Excel spreadsheet. So it'll go negative when I go up. Okay, and you guys should all know how to fill. Something that is going to be on the AccuPlacer that wasn't covered is freeze and unfreeze panes. Okay, that's one of the first things you have to actually do on the Capstone. So if I want to freeze panes, what do? You have to select either a column or a row. And what freeze panes does is it makes you be able to go right or go left, and then some panes will stay the same. So I'm going to select a couple just so you can see what it does. And freeze panes or unfreeze panes is under View, and it's in the window mode or the window group. Freeze panes. Then if I click freeze panes, you'll notice when I scroll over, if I go way over this way, oh, those panes are supposed to stay there. Let me see. Let me do that one more time. So freeze panes. Oh, freeze first column. So I'm going to freeze first column. And that's what happens if you freeze the first column. Oh, I should freeze the. Oh, so freeze. If they had to make a pane to do that, and there's going to be a pane. So when you just have to do what I just did and click unfreeze panes, like this, unfreeze panes, and then that's going to unfreeze any frozen stuff. And that's something you need to know for the high, not for the high stuff, for the what's it called? Capstone. Yeah. How many? Just one, and it kind of does it for you. It's pretty easy. It's actually, if you know where to find it, it's just under View. I had to look for it forever because I forgot where it was at. But freeze panes is something that you can use. Hi, and I'm gonna hit stop for a second. Record. Okay, I think I'm recording again. Am I recording? Oh, I am recording. Okay, so you guys are there's gonna be recording this at home. I didn't want to. Now I won't have to make one, so I'm just doing it right now. Okay, in cell J1, enter a formula using the now function. So the now function is a new one that you're gonna need to know. You're gonna need to know how to fill cells with colors. You're gonna have to change font color to a background. You need to know how to merge and center. You need to know how to use autofit. So if something's too small like this, I might forget where autofit is. Autofit. Who knows where autofit is? I don't know. I just moved it around. And you can do that. That's one way. But there's a thing called autofit. Under Home tab, under Format. Hold on. Yeah, where's it at? Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, there it is. Auto fit row height. So you're going to have to do this. So I wouldn't just drag it around. I would click auto fit height and auto fit column width. So that'll automatically do it. And that's something you're going to have to be able to do. So it does it for the whole column. I mean, I could have done it for the whole sheet. That's how you select the whole sheet. I mean, to resize stuff, you can highlight a column and drag it around. And that's probably how you did it, right, Donald? So the auto fit. So if I want to auto fit, so to select the whole sheet, every cell, you click that. To select a row, you select that. So to select a column, you select that. Okay. And auto fit again is under Format, under Cells, right there. Format. You can change the row height, or you can auto fit the row height, auto fit the column width. And again, that's something you're gonna have to be able to do. Merge and center, something right there that you're gonna have to be able to do. And I don't want to merge all those, so I'm not gonna click it. If you do merge them, it takes what's in this cell and puts it in all the cells and deletes all those. And I don't really want to do that. But if I do it, so if I merge and center, let me see, merging cells only keeps the upper left. And then it even tells you, sure you want to do that. So it moved them. I can hit Control Z and undo it, so I can put all those back. Okay. And again, to put a formula in, you put equals first and then sum. So the now is a date function that you're going to need to know. Merge and center, I did autofit. You need to know how to italicize. You need to know how to. To me, one of the most important things that you need to know how to do that some people were messing up on is formatting as a number. Okay. So when you format something, like I want to format this as currency, because there's different ways to format stuff, and these are all the different ways. Short date is a format. Okay. And that's one you may have to know on the Capstone. Currency is a format you may need to know for the Capstone, and it just puts a $sign. Comma. Okay. There's another one called comma, and comma isn't in there. But it's this one right here. So if I want it to be comma, okay, it actually takes out the $sign, and there's no $sign. And you need to make sure you have the right number of decimals. Okay, and this is how you increase decimals. This is how you decrease decimals. And most of the time it's going to be 2. Usually it'll set it up as 2, but you might want to check that. Okay, you can pull these up, so you can be doing this along with me if you want. To move a chart. Okay, because this was on one of the assignments. And I don't know that people were kind of confused on how to move it. I have to go to, I think it's either Format or Design, and there's a Move a Chart. And now when I move chart, it gives me this. I can put an object in. It's an object in sheet 1. Okay, and I can move it. I want to move it to a new sheet, and this is how you create a new sheet. And then it has your name of the sheet. I forget what it's like, column something. On that one, I think it was on the if one that you had to make a chart like this. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. So column something, and then when I hit OK, it's going to put it in a new thing and call it column. It's going to put it in its own thing. Now on the assignment, it asked you to do some stuff like put in some. And this is the one that it was on this one sheet. It was. Maybe I should just make it. I think it was on this one. It had you pick a couple of rows, and then that wasn't that one. it had you pick a couple of rows and then make a chart, and then you had to move it to its own place.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to that one that I just made the chart on. So when it asks you to do some, like put in some chart titles and data labels and things, and on those column ones, there'll be a bunch of other choices. So if it asks you to add some things to the chart, you hit that plus button right there. Okay, and then you can add like data labels if you want. So it puts data labels in, and then on the one chart there was a whole bunch of more stuff. So this is how you can add chart elements to like a. So let me see if I change that chart to a. I wonder if I can change it. I don't like that chart. It's like that. Change chart type. Change it to this. I think the one that, yeah, this was the one that was on the assignment, right? So I'm gonna hit OK. So it changed it, and see, this one gave you access titles, chart title, and so this is where you did that on that one assignment, on the last one that was due today. Okay, and that's how you do that. So merge cells. So we did merge cells. We did. You guys should know how to align stuff, and the align stuff is always on the home. Okay, so the align stuff, center, middle, and center. This is where the lines are, right up on the top. Okay, and then center, top, and bottom. You need to know where those are at. Something else you're gonna need to know how to do is make this text go up and down, left to right. And that's this button right here, orientation. So if I want this to go like left to right, vertically, okay, I go like this, and it changes it to that. And then if I want to center it that way and center it that way, that's something that you need to know for the capstone. Okay, what's up? No, not right now. I'm recording this. So what was the question that you need to be asked? Should I stop recording? If you're just here, you should be pulling stuff up, or I'd be taking notes or writing some stuff down, because I'm kind of going over what's on the capstone. Although I'm making a video of this too. You need to apply. You know how to do autofit, accent, apply those colors. Apply accent 6 to different styles. So if you go to cell style, there's an accent 6. There's different cell styles that you can apply to stuff. You need to know how to do that. Functions are going to be important. You need to know some function stuff. Let me see. There's one called if error, IFERROR. You might want to mess with it a little bit if you want to do well on the capstone. If I was you, I'd be writing stuff down, because I'm telling you what's on the test. And when you guys take a college class, like when I take calculus up here, I take like 3 calculus classes up here. He would go over the day before the test. He would talk about what's going to be on it. So I would, if you're smart and you want to do well on the test, and the teacher's telling what's going to be on the test, I'd be writing down what's on the test, because he's telling you. I'm telling you what's going to be on the test right now. So I'd be writing stuff down. Everything I said is, this is the test right here. I'm recording this so you can watch the video at home. Okay?
That'd be awesome.
But I'd still be taking notes, because guess what? When you take the notes and you write stuff down, guess where it's going to go into? It's going to go in your brain better than just sitting there looking at it and not doing nothing.
Please.
No, because I will if I have time. If error. It's and there's another one that you're going to need to know called count A. The if error, just if there's an error, it'll do something. It'll like highlight it or something. Okay. And I'll maybe, let me see. If error is, let me see. So here, let me see. I can maybe see. I'll just see what happens. Equals if error. Then it usually tells you. Okay. So if error, I would just put that. Okay. And then the comma. So I mean, if you do one of these, they tell you what to do if you just hover over it. So the if error says, okay, you just put a value. Okay. Then if there's an error, this is what you put. Okay. So I would put if there's not an error, I'm going to put H8. If there is an error, I'm going to put scabby ears. Scabby ears. Right. And then errors happen like, so there is no error, so I just put the number. Right. If there was an error, and sometimes like when you're making a spreadsheet in a formula, it divides by 0 or something. Like there might be a value of 0 divided by 0. So like if I put a formula, so I'll put like 15 divided by 0, enter. Oh, why did it not show up?
Yeah, I didn't do an error.
Who knows why? Exactly, I didn't put equals, so you got to be careful. I always put the equals. If equals 15 divided by 0.
So you
can't divide by 0, okay?
Yeah.
So I think you can go like this. So let me see. Oh, see, it did. So that was part of the formula. Then let me see.
Really?
So it should say scab ears. If error name. Oh, why didn't it print my name probably? What's wrong with it? There's no quotes, okay? We are troubleshooting machines. So now it should say scab ears.
Yep.
Okay, so you got to make sure if it's going to put text in, you got to put quotes in too. Okay, so there's a lot of little things you have to remember, right? Okay, so I did go over the if error. So there's an error there, so it put scabby ears instead of the number, because there's no number, right? Because there's an error. That makes sense? Okay, good. I did cover that. Got it on number 9. So you guys know, now you guys should know the if error, and you'll be able to see it when you're on my recording. Because I'm recording this right now. You could be watching this at home because it's on the internet. Huh?
I'm going to watch that.
Okay.
I'm going to shut up. Go to your room. I'll watch this.
You need to know the sum. You know sum formula. You know the apply counting format. You need to know the conditional formatting. Okay, and I'll go over some of the conditional formatting right now because that's something you need to know. So I'm going to select these. Conditional formatting. You have to say everything goes across your mind.
It's a way for me to.
Okay, try to just do it without making noise. Yeah. I know it's just move your mouth maybe. Because I've had students like that before, and it doesn't just distract the teacher. Guess what else it distracts? Some other, not everybody, but some other students distract. Some people won't mind. So try just to move your mouth and say it without making noise, or make as little noise as possible. Can you do that?
I'll try.
Okay. Okay. So conditional. I'm going to do is greater than. Okay. And I'm going to put 30. Is that what were those numbers? So I'm going to put 30,000. So I'll just type in 30,000 format cells that are greater than 30,000. And you may have to pick your own color. Okay. They have some colors. I'm just going to, and you may have to custom format it. So I'm going to custom format it. Oh crap. I'm running out of time. I got 10 minutes left to record, and then I can just start the meeting over. I got to upgrade my Zoom account. And what I'm kind of doing right now, just so you guys know, is we're working on getting some distance learning going, because you guys, if you guys were home, you could be watching me do this right now. It's kind of cool, huh? This is a video. This is gonna be a video. They might have heard you say this is a video. Okay. So I totally forgot what I was doing. No, I didn't. Okay. So I want the font to be white, And then I'm going to go to fill and have the fill be
Green.
purple, green. Okay. And then hit OK. And then hit OK. That didn't work. I did something wrong. Okay, hold on. Do that one more time. So I'm going to go to conditional formatting, highlight cells rules greater than, and I'm going to pick 30. Is that 30,000? Does that say 300,000? That says 300,000. Okay, so there's only one. So right now it's doing the glider fill, custom format, fill. I want it to be yellow. I forgot to hit OK. I think that one. There we go. Custom format. It highlighted it yellow and made it red. So hit OK. There. And that's custom for that's conditional formatting.
You can actually do that each one of the different cells. I tried that before.
If you wanted to. Actually, I did it for that whole group of cells. Then you do it to different groups of cells if you want to. Light red, it doesn't make you do a custom format, but Capstone doesn't. So, and I went over the if-then statement, the nested if-then, because you're going to need to know how to do a nested if-then. So you need to watch the beginning of the video because I went over it then. And I can go over it real quick if you want me to. No, I already went over it once. I'm not going to go over it again because if I get through it, I'm going to go over it again. Not right now because I'm going through. Did I tell you what I was doing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you were just after. I just answered. You just asked the question of what I just asked, right? Okay. In CLPS inner formula that uses if functions. So if functions are going to be important. There's going to be some if functions. Okay. And I did those two if functions at the beginning. There's one called count up. Okay. I'll do a count right now. So count up. So equals COUNTA, comma. And I think it just counts how many things are in something, right? How many objects. So I'll just go count up, and I'm going to pick these.
So you actually have to do the equal sign, right?
Okay. And then I'm going to hit this, and it's going to count how many things are in there. There's 9. Did you see how I highlighted 9 things? Now, if any of those were empty, it would have just put 8. Okay. It just counts how many cells or how many objects are in those cells. Does that make sense? It's pretty simple. Okay. And that's one that you're going to get. That's another one. You need to know average. We did average before. Change the chart type to clustered bar chart. Oh, I was doing that a minute ago. Okay. So change chart type. Which one was that in? It's in this one right here. Okay. So here's the chart type. Okay. This is a chart. You're going to have to, there's going to be a chart in there and you got to change the chart type. So go click on design, I think, and look around for something that looks like change the chart type. Does anybody see change chart type? It is right there. Okay. Change chart type is right there. And I can change it to a whole bunch of different, I can change it to columns. There's all kinds of different stuff you can use. I think they want bar column 3D or something. I think this was the one that was on the, this was the one that was on the thing. And then hit OK. Now, there's different elements to a chart, different things. And on the extend your knowledge that was due today, this is where you go to change, like put in the axis titles. Okay. And I think it just wanted one of the titles. Now, here's kind of the tricky part. So it didn't want all the axis titles. It just wanted, the primary vertical one. So, or the primary horizontal one. You don't need to put them all in. If you click this, it's going to put them all in. If you just want one of them in, you just click one of them. Okay. And so each one of these has different, you can put the title in different spots. So there's a little arrow over there where you can do different things. So don't just say, oh, it wants me to do axis titles and then check that. Look for these arrows over here. Okay. Because it's going to ask you to put some different, how much time do I got left? 4:42. Okay. I'm going to have to stop this here in a second. And you may need to put in a legend, something like that. I got like 3 left to go. So this is something you need to know for the Capstone. You need to know how to rename a worksheet, and the worksheets are right down here. Okay. To rename a worksheet, you just double click on it and name it whatever you want. What do you want me to name it? Jake is the best. Okay. And then hit enter. Okay. You can also delete a sheet. Okay. Or you can do different things. It's like you can, let me see.
You should go right click also to change the name, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Right click. Yeah. You can, it says rename it, move or copy. You can make it a different color. So there's different things that you can do to that, to the sheets. You can also delete a sheet if that's something you need to know how to do. And these are the worksheets that are in it. Some people weren't sure of that because there was if you didn't do the last one, there was an if then, and then you also had to move, and I already showed you how to do that. Move a chart to a new sheet. How to delete a row. You guys know how to delete a row? You just highlight the row. Yeah. And let me see, I'm gonna highlight this row, and then I'm gonna right click it and hit delete, and it will delete the row and shift everything else up. There's another function called workday function where you have to pick some dates, and I'm gonna probably give some instruction on that when they give it, because the actual thing is missing some dates in it that it didn't put, so I'm gonna have to help you out a little bit on that one anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna stop record. Does anybody have me going? What?
You have your tea.
Oh, I can slurp my tea. Okay.
Oh, there's one right there.
Now I'm just gonna stop the share.
There's got a piece of gum.
Okay, some more.
That is the end of the Excel Capstone review. Again, if you study those and practice them and pull them up and practice all the things discussed in this video, you should do fairly well on the Capstone. So good luck to everybody, and I hope you like my video. I don't have any food to eat or I would be chewing it.